I am back, and guess what? You're about to get some Infinite Warfare gameplay. Yes, this is from the alpha. This is from COD XP 2016. Now, I'm gonna let you know the gameplay you're about to see Funk TZ. He's gonna be the one you're gonna see. Now, we got into this map right here, and we got into some domination. This is the map Breakout. Now, the way they did it, you got into a tent, and it was basically 12 people. We went 6 on 6. Now, we were a party of 4. It was me, Funk, Jimmy, and Deltaelite, and we had 2 randoms, and we happened to be going against 6 guys from the Navy. Since they were from the Navy, they allowed them to have a longer gameplay, and it was a longer time. So the game's not going to go the standard 200. I think it's 150 each round, so it's going to give us a good time to explore. Now, I gotta let you know that we're going to pretty much go in on these guys. This was the actual gameplay where the guys literally got up out their chairs and tapped out. They couldn't quit out the game. They got out of their chairs and left the middle of the thing. See what I'm doing, and you can't see it because for some reason my gameplay, it didn't record all of this. I do got some TDM and everything that I did from my perspective, but what I decided to do is I stayed on the first flag. What I do a lot of times, I got on the first flag. I kind of camped it out. I was running with some trip mines, and I was laying them down. I was going ahead getting the kills, and then I eventually worked my way around, and we got into what I would call a spawn trap, and we start laying them down, which really frustrated the guys. Now I'm gonna tell you the things that I did learn about the game, or the things that I know about the game, and some of the things I don't know about the game. A lot of people have been asking me, how great are the score streaks? Well, to be honest, I didn't get a chance to get in all of them. We played maybe an hour and a half total. We went through the line several times, and we were able to get in and play. But me, I got to a point where I just kind of wanted to be effective playing, so I went with 3 of the basic score streaks. Like, for example, I had UAV. I had this thing that's very similar to the little car on Black Ops 3 that blows you up, and I had a sentry gun, and I was being very effective with that. Now, you see your boy Funk TZ is going down with an SMG. I actually used one of the LMGs, and it was nice. Now, if you want to know how the game plays, a lot of people were saying, is this Black Ops 4 like plays like Black Ops 3? Look at him, he's stuck. That's not a door turret. To me, the game is similar to Black Ops 2, but it doesn't quite play the same. To me, it's a combination of Black Ops 2 and, believe it or not, Call of Duty Ghosts. And what I mean by that, the hit detection was a lot like Ghosts in my opinion. Ghosts had really great hit detection. And that hit detection allowed you to lay people down. And so for me, it's a combination. Now, the big difference between this and I'm going to say Black Ops 2 is when you boost jump on this, it seriously puts you at a disadvantage. I don't feel you're at a disadvantage on Black Ops 2. When you're playing Black Ops 2 and you boost jump like onto the wall, you can boost jump off, jump behind people and really lay them down. I found it to be a little slower. Now you gotta understand, once again, this is an alpha, so things may change. Maybe they're gonna correct that. You know, that's the whole thing. We're getting into the game and we're learning. Now I'm gonna tell you some of the things I really like. This game is so customizable. Did you see the announcement when they came out and said this game is going to cater to all play styles? The first style they mentioned was camping. They say yes for camping. They didn't say it in a negative light. They said, look, this game's definitely campers are going to be able to play the way they want to play. Snipers are going to be able to play the way they want to play. Rushers and so forth. The big difference between this and Black Ops 2 specialists is you can customize your specialists. You don't have to just go with one type of specialist. There's like a first tier and a second tier, I guess I'm going to say, perk you can pick for your specialist. Now, Funk is running with the same thing I'm running with. See this? In the bottom right corner is like some type of gun that fans out. I forget what it was called, but that thing is nasty. When you get into that gun spreads out. You could take the whole team out if they're all running down the hallway. It's really nasty. I noticed they got like invisibility and some other stuff. I really didn't get into it too much. Honestly, I didn't even understand how to work the second part of the perk and the things. But like I said, we didn't get enough time. You're really going to have to explore this game a little further than you did with other Call of Duties, especially with the the ability to customize your guys. So I didn't really get a chance to do that, nor did I get a chance to really see what's the best score streak setup. I actually went with one that was fairly easy for me to get, and that's something else too. Black Ops 3, the score streaks are a little harder to get than, say, Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare, the streaks came so fast. I feel like this is somewhere in between Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare as far as getting your streaks. It's not too hard to get. I was able to get into them, maybe killing 1 or 2 people, capturing the flag. Also, too, lethals with Scavenger, they are not replenished. Now, look at what Funk is doing. This is what I did. Right here, I stood in that spot right behind him, and I pushed the spawn over to the left. I noticed that's what it did once I got there. But right now he's just moving around the map. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, the lethals that I use trip mines. I also used the C4. I wanted to see if it was the same. And the C4, I don't remember if it had an alarm system on it like it does Black Ops 2, but it worked the same. You do have to trigger. You have to throw it in and trigger it. It's not like Black Ops 2 C4. So I was able to kill people with that. I would put the C4 on the flag. I don't remember if it triggered it, but you can always tell when someone's capturing a flag, and I would blow people up. But I found the trip mines to be very, very effective. So I actually started using like a trip mine, and I would leave that on the flag, and it would tear these guys up. I got a lot of kills with those trip mines in the last couple days playing this at Call of Duty XP. So I found it to be very effective. A lot of times these guys would jump on the flag and get laid down. Look at this. We got a pretty commanding lead right now. It's 115 to 61. We absolutely had no problem with these guys. Now, the sentry gun was great. Now, I know Delta ran into some score streaks. I don't even think he knew how to work it. He had one, and I'm like, what do you do with it? He's like, I don't know. Look, Funk, in a minute, he's going to use this gun, but I think it's going to be kind of a fail. Because, look, he gets laid down. Now, that's the thing. I remember the first time I played Black Ops 2, and I got a Guardian. This was a long time ago. I didn't know what the Guardian did. I didn't watch any YouTube videos on it. I got that thing and pointed at a wall. I thought it was like a big EMP or something. I didn't know I was guarding the wall. And I was camping hard when I got that thing too. If I would have known what I could have properly did with it, I could have laid people down. Now look at that sentry gun. Now look at this gun. When he gets it, if somebody was running out a whole team, it does a fan motion. It like shoots people all around. Look at that. Get laid down, son. Uh-oh. And so right now we're taking a pretty decent lead on these guys. Now I'm gonna give you my overall impression of this game and whether I think you're gonna like it or not. It's gonna be simple. If you like Black Ops 2, you're gonna like Infinite Warfare. It doesn't play like Advanced Warfare, so don't worry about that. But it's definitely not completely boots on the ground. I know a lot of you guys want boots on the ground. Well, I hate to break this to you. I think those days may be over. You know, and the funny thing is I talked to a lot of people. I was there at COD XP, and I wanted to know their opinion because you know that this trailer for this game got a lot of hate. So I took a guy to a side and I was just talking to him. And he was saying, man, I like the new movement system. He said, I've gotten used to it. I don't want to go back. Because he played, you know, Call of Duty 4 Remastered. And he didn't like it. Because it felt too slow for him. And that's what was happening with a lot of the new generation of Call of Duty players. They've gotten used to the movement system. So the old movement system just seems too slow. Me, I like both. I got on COD 4 Remastered. I never played COD 4. And I'm going to tell you, I laid him down. I think I was at the top of the leaderboard. And we were putting in work. I had no problem. I got to the middle of the map and I was camping. I'm like, oh, this is going to be too easy. Look at Funk running straight to B. That's my homie right there. So he's going straight to B to go ahead and take the B flag. Now, I can't tell you who's who because they didn't allow us to use our own names in this gameplay. So we got some kind of little weird code names. But, you know, like I said, it's me, Deltaelite, Jimmy Dean, and, of course, Funk. Now, the one thing I was able to do, not on the first day, but on the second day, I brought my scuff controller. They actually allowed us to play with our scuffs. The first day, when I played the game, I wasn't necessarily impressed. And I'm like, maybe it's going to be the learning curve. Maybe I need my controller. But once I put my controller, it was night-night for these guys. When I got on my scuff, it felt so good. And so we get into the second half. And we honestly, we didn't even want the game to end that fast. We're telling the randoms on our team, look, let them have a flag. Because we could have triple capped these guys and probably got this game over in a matter of minutes. Especially after their guys tapped out. You know what it's like when you see people in front of you. Not like playing multiplayer on a computer, but they sit in front of you and they get frustrated and they literally stand up out their chair. To me, that was kind of amazing. I kind of felt bad too because these were some of our military guys. But you know, most of the people that was here to play COD XP, they knew how to play. It wasn't like a whole bunch of noobs came. So a lot of people were kind of skilled at the game. So it did make it kind of challenging playing with these guys. But look at this. We got some greasies on here. You know what it's like when you run into a bunch of greasies? Look at this. And look at Funky's going all through the game. Now, I really wish I could have got my perspective. But like I said, right now we're beating these guys 183 to 99. And honestly, we're putting a little effort. I think at this point, I may be working my way to the back of their spawn. Because I got to a point where I wasn't even trying to get kills. I got to the back of their spawn because I wanted to see if I can control the spawn. And sure enough, I pushed them over to what is now Funk's right. I get to the back of the spawn and I just stand there. And they have one place to spawn and that's over there to the right. And they have to come out this door or the middle. And once we did that, it was pretty much a wrap for these guys. Now, let me think of any other things I can think of. Oh, some things I found very interesting. I really like the one grenade, the black hole grenade. Now, I didn't kill anybody with it. Oh, actually, I take that back. I think I got one kill with it. But when you throw that thing up and it opens a black hole and suck them in, that's nasty. When I first got it, I thought it was going to work like a trip mine or maybe a C4. I thought if I lay it down there, once they go by it, it activate it. But as soon as you throw that thing opens up. So that'd definitely be a way to troll someone. Imagine a whole bunch of team coming at you. You just drop that thing right before you die, and you suck them all up. See, at this point, it's kind of hard to find anybody because we kind of had the game under control at this point. I think even I started rushing around because I kind of got bored sitting back there and controlling the spawn, and I kind of feel bad for those guys. Like I said, they got up, they stood up and tapped out, so we all started turning up at this point. We knew where they were going to come from, and we were pushing the spawn. Now, people were asking, how were the maps? We only played, what, maybe 2 or 3 maps, and I'm going to tell you, so far, the maps seem fine. None of the maps seemed too big. They didn't seem too small. They seemed about the right size. The one thing about, look at that, he just ran by my sentry gun. I got a sentry gun on that flag, so they're not getting on that flag. I just saw that. The one thing about these maps, I feel like they're good Call of Duty maps. You know, Call of Duty isn't Battlefield. You don't want these large, super, extremely large maps. It just doesn't make sense for the 6-on-6. Or, you know, maybe if they had separate ground war maps, but I like a map that's kind of medium to small. Even as a camper, I like the action to be pushed. Because even though I like to camp and like to patrol areas, I like when it's a lot of action coming to the areas I'm patrolling. That way I can get into my score streak. Look, he's about to switch it up and try a different gun. And so for me personally, the maps, look at it. He's starting in the back of the map. And with the movement system, you get through the map pretty fast. Like, this is probably one of the larger maps, but it's still, in my opinion, not too big. Look at this. We're giving them flags to prolong the game. That's the funny part. Look, I see him. He doesn't have his scuff, so I can't say he scuff jumped. He regular jumped. And so far, the gun selection seemed pretty fine. I actually played with an LMG. I played with an assault rifle, an SMG, and a shotgun. And I think the shotgun goes around corners. Don't ask me how, but you can shoot someone in it to take them out around the corner. And so I can't really say any of the guns were bad. I was most effective with the LMG just because I'm the type of playstyle I have, kind of sitting back, guarding the spawn and being more defensive. It definitely worked for me. But as you can see, Focus is having no problem with these SMGs. Now, the game, I don't know what it looks like to you. Now, the coloring is a little fuzzy. Like, it's not as bright as, like, say, Black Ops. You notice Black Ops is really bright. Even the color is somewhere probably in between Ghost and Black Ops 3. Now, this is a little fuzzy, this gameplay, only because this is from us live stream. They allowed us to live stream on Facebook, so we were able to capture some footage. And at this point, look, the game is pretty much a wrap for these guys. We're just going to go ahead and play this out. It's a couple more minutes of gameplay. I'm trying to think if there's anything I left out. Look at this gun. Let's see if he can get into this gun. This is the gun I'm talking about. Like, I was going ham with this. We were playing TDM, and one time I came down the hallway and I took out the whole team. Look at that. That gun is nasty. You're not surviving this. Look, fan him out, son. Fan him out. Just doesn't last long. He only has about a second left. Now, I'm sure they're going to nerf or don't nerf or do different things with that once the game is out. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really, really excited for a beta. 2 games in a row pushing a beta. I think that's huge for the community. I think that speaks a lot about these guys over at the Call of Duty offices. The fact that they're doing betas for us, they're listening to the community. And let's be real, Black Ops 3 was Patch Ops 3. They patched that game to death. And honestly, I'm pretty much happy with the game, except for the lag. The lag pretty much was bad, but, you know, lagging is part of gaming. I don't know. I guess I can't complain too much, but you don't want to be in too many lobbies. It seemed like the lag always coincided with a change. When they upgraded, dropped new weapons, DLC. Look at this. Oh, look at Funk coming around. Was that a 3-piece? Oh, he is the kill feed. Look at Funk moving around, making the brother proud of him. Look at this. And I think, look there, once again, we were controlling the spawn. They weren't able to get to C or B. He's just going right to left. Look at this. He's camping now. And where are they going to go? He's going to go up in this window and kind of flank around to him. Now, the game is almost over. Look at the score. It's 288 to 162. But to be honest, we probably didn't have to let these guys get past 50. It's almost like we were showing a little mercy on these guys. And also, too, to make the gameplay longer for us. The way it worked, when you were at COD XP, you basically got to play twice. We played Domination, and they always made you play a TDM. And then after that, you had to kind of go back and get into the line. And that line could take up to 45 minutes to get into the game. Of course, we played the other games too. We played the DLC 4 early. And we played COD Remastered. But look at that. We beat them 300 to 168. Now, don't worry. The games aren't going to go this high. And look at, oh, he's on the ESPN Top 10. I see you, phone. Good gameplay. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was me bringing you a first look at IW. If you like what you saw, hit the like. If you're new, hit the subscribe. You know what to do. Alright, I'm out. Let's go, Camper Nation.